Joce back with another blog entry about our bad medicine investigation. As you can see, I'm here in our investigator's office where we've been doing a lot of the work for this investigation. But part of this investigation actually took place in a completely different state, and I want to explain how we got there, why we got there, and all of the background about that part of the story. So as I've told you before, we're doing a story about the disciplining of doctors here in Maryland. That's basically phase one of our story. But another large portion of our story is about how the discipline that happens here in Maryland sometimes takes a while to carry over to other states. So while there is a discipline lag here in Maryland, there is sometimes an additional lag in other states as they catch up or find out about the discipline that's happened for the doctors related here to Maryland. So as part of our story, what we did was focus in on one family and their experiences with a doctor here in Maryland. Now, his license was revoked over the summer, so he can't practice here in Maryland anymore. We're talking about Oscar Ramirez. He's the doctor that's featured in our story. So we can't practice here anymore, but that does not restrict him from practicing medicine in other states, at least for the time being. How it works is that other states then find out about the discipline through a national bank, and then they decide whether or not they can pursue action against the doctor. So long story short, as I explain all of this, we decided what we wanted to do was go to a different state to see where Dr. Ramirez was practicing and sort of illustrate this point. Based on some web searching, we realized that he was practicing in Florida, running out of a plastic surgery clinic outside of West Palm, kind of near Fort Lauderdale. We wanted to go down and see him. We wanted to sort of illustrate the point that not only did this doctor have his license revoked here in Maryland, but that 5, 6, 7 months later, he could still be practicing in another state. So basically what happened was we went to Florida to see him. We took our hidden camera in and did an office visit where we were able to ask him some questions, see if he was upfront about what happened in the past, and just get an idea of where he was, if he felt like he was a risk, what sort of information we could get from him. Now, in addition to this hidden camera section of the investigation, we also got the opportunity to talk to him face-to-face, one-on-one, so we could really ask him some questions about whether or not he feels like he's a risk to the public in practicing in another state, what he thinks about getting his license back. It was a really rare opportunity. A lot of times when we're doing stories about people and they may not be in the most positive light, we'll contact those individuals and we may get a response back as a statement or we may hear from their lawyer. But it's rare that you'll hear face-to-face from someone to get answers, and believe me, we were able to ask him everything we wanted to ask him based on our investigation, which went on weeks and weeks. So I had a wealth of information, a lot of things I wanted to ask him. And frankly, I was surprised that he was willing to talk. So when we did meet face-to-face in the parking lot outside his clinic, I was ready with a barrage of questions, and he answered each and every one of them. And I was the one who actually cut off the interview and thanked him for his time. So you're going to see that interview here on our website, abc2news.com/badmedicine. And you're going to see the highlights of that in our investigation itself as he tries to answer some questions about what happened with this one particular patient that we focused on and how he feels about the system in general. So you're going to see all of that as part of our bad medicine investigation right here on abc2news.com.